Hey, what's up everyone? Before I share with y'all this week's laundry load of the week, I would like to segue. There's a lot of things going on. I ain't even gonna lie. From here when I dropped the last laundry load of the week, when the guy shooting insurance claims and stuff. I don't know something. I don't know. I can't keep up with y'all. Okay, knowing that I'm very sensitive, I just can't just be swayed by the news as often. We have our opinions, and everybody is entitled to their opinions. When you stand up for something, you stand up before it, and it's the tension behind it that makes it. It's the worth. It's something I post today. So, by the time I posted that a few days ago. So, with that being said, like I said, everybody entitled to their opinion. Everything's fine. You do you. But it's just the intensity behind it. And indication that the party needs to stop is when you start bringing your habits onto your jobs. A week I talked about my job, my experience on my job, and why the energy wasn't there. Partly was the energy of that is the way it was. It's because I used to drink and carry on the load of the week. I mentioned that I used to work 7 days a week on a job. And while working 7 days a week was fine and dandy, money, was because I didn't know how to stop the party. If I had it in my mental to say, hey, stop the party, go ahead and cut the party off, you get back to the party when it's said and done, I would have probably understood it better. That's them substances a lot better. So, what being said is, the substances that I used to take was because I did the 7 days a week, or because I didn't know how to stop the party. And I want to say both, but I lean more into I didn't know how to stop the party, right? So that's generally what it was. I wanted to keep a feeling of me being in the homes, like I say last. I wanted to work feeling the same way that I felt consistently. I'm forcing my soul to tell my body to work nonstop. About the job ethic either, because the job ethic was there. You know what I'm saying? I did my job and whoop the woo. But it was mostly because I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's mainly why. So I understand people gonna do it. I'm telling y'all right now, watch your body. Watch how you feel. Watch how you feel when you're doing it. I'm not gonna tell y'all not to do it. I know Negroes gonna do it. I know Negroes gonna do it. You work in that environment, you 100% is gonna do it. I'm telling you. There's people I know right now. And they're doing it. All right. So I know everybody gonna do it. So go ahead on with that, right? You tell me, go ahead on with that now, and then go ahead on with that now, and then, yeah. But everybody's gonna do it. Everybody's gonna do it. But I'm gonna segue back to what I mentioned where I said sometimes when I would hang out with my people, they would sometimes get a little, emotional while we're at that peak high. Reason why I'm mentioning this because some mental health is medically induced, right? Or conditions are drug induced. Okay, so as sensitive as this topic is, I want to put this disclaimer out there. This is a trigger warning because of how sensitive this topic is and why sometimes you have to tell your environment, you gotta watch out your environment. Where you say read the room before you do anything, because it was imperative for me as I broke it down. I shared it with somebody recently that I just wanted to party, so I drank and I smoked. The people who was around me, they were dealing with inner issues. So that's why they drank and they smoked and carried on. Right? Unbeknownst to me how serious it was, they didn't really much share, and it didn't click to me fast enough as to why they were drinking and smoking. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we have to be there and to see, and in order to learn. So that's where I was. So you don't know what people are going through, and they're not going to tell you everything. But I've been around long enough to know what depression do to certain people and different scales of it, right? Different bipolar behaviors, symptoms, actions. You know what I'm saying? I put on behavior, but behaviors comes with the attitude. The attitude is embedded in the action. So that's where the behavior comes in. So the attitude is like, okay, if they're mad, they're going to push that buggy into the river. They go push that cart in them. If they're mad, they go push the mentally ill patient. If they're mad, they're going to push that cart in the river with intense force. But if they're gentle, they won't even think about pushing it in the river. You get what I'm saying? So it's things that I've learned while experiencing it, than to sit there and judge it from a different angle, because everybody got different angles of experiencing it. So me channeling the walk with mental health, and how sometimes we are in the same environment, but we understand the same environment, but we are expressing it in a different way, if that makes sense. I'm trying to, things. So, but in my experience with mental health, mostly it was the people who have been around, mostly like a few of them, it was drug related, and trauma related. I did not have that feeling that they wouldn't have fun. I thought that they were having fun. I thought that when they were grabbing that bottle, they was just wanting to get relaxed because they had a long week. The work, the kids, you know what I'm saying, all the work and the finance and the living situation, and whatever the case may be. I've been around a certain time. If I've been around you while you were down, just know that I were down as well. Let's say that. Let's be honest about that. If I've been down while you but now, and you saw me down, just know that I know, right? But the party ends when you understand your environment and you understand why certain people do certain things. And that was something of the lack of wisdom that I didn't get because of the marketing, right? The marketing was, is drink and be merry and have no care in the world, and Corona, every day is a beach. Bitch, every day ain't no beach. Every day got paid bills. So not every day, but every month we got paid bills. Every week we got a bill to pay. Check your bank account. I bet you got a bill almost every week. You probably don't know it, but you got a bill every week. Sham it. Every day ain't a beach. So no sham it. Every day ain't a beach. Every day you want to set aside for yourself to check with yourself. I think it's important for us to check with ourselves. But to drink every day, those are the example what I'm saying with the marketing. Those are the example what I'm saying. The marketing back then kinda, and I won't blame it. They marketed, but you never tried nothing like that before. What if you never tried nothing like that? You're in your early 20s, you been a CK baby. You wanna taste a little fun, but in the midst of it, and as you feel good, you will want to do it even more and every day. Until you wake up and you realize that shit, these points and these qualities don't work. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't work. So I just come on here and to share a little bit of how I feel when it comes down to expressing myself as where the party is, because as you get older, I know some people who still party. I believe that. If you could believe that, but given that they might have dealt with something that they have not let go, all we can do is pray for these people and continue to encourage them when you come across them from time to time. That everything's going to be all right, and share with them just your moment. Not all ask for money. You know what I'm saying? And I think those, when I'm saying those who don't know when the party stops, and I'm talking about people who stole on the drugs, I think who stole on, the booze, and who now realizing as an adult that they'll feel better if they do this without knowing that that's why they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are for people who don't know when to stop. Take it one step at a time, and those are some things I like to share because with that knowledge, because I heard a lady this morning on TikTok, shout out to the lady who said this. A lady this morning who said this, I stopped in her live as I was scrolling looking for a post I put up there recently, and she was like, our people die for the lack of knowledge. I don't know how you do it. I just tap that on my temple. I don't know, you do the two, I forget, do the two or the one. Our people, we perish for the lack of knowledge. That is true. And we perish not just for the lack of it. I don't think it's just an absolutely lack, because there's people that's meek-minded, and I believe in the talented, tough. You know what I'm saying? I believe in that. Like, it come to me. Why we aren't like the Latinos? Take what we learn, quadruple it, help one another on the bottom, and grow up and gain our community. Why we didn't do it? We can still do it, but then we be crying for the man to help us. Like, make us the passionate, and all we doing is dialogue, or we passionate and we just we real about what we want to do, what it is. Because if we throw other people under the bus, they angry, they gonna fight. They angry, they gonna fight. They're the warriors, the troopers. So the ones that supposed to be backing us is the smarter, the strategic, the intelligence. They're the ones sit there and but then they going around and calling. What the fuck? What the fuck? Shut the fuck up! What are you about to do? So we perish on the lack of knowledge, but we also need to be able to be careful with one another as well. So, as I grown and learned about what not to do, and it took one step at a time, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It back to what I'm talking about with the thing. It's just, yeah. It was very, very interesting moment in time. I'm not the type of person that judge people because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? So, being that I've been there, I can talk about it. I got all tickets to talk about a lot of stuff that I talk about here right now, letting y'all know right now on the laundry load of the weeks, because I've been there. I don't need to show y'all no proof. I don't need. The people who've been there know what I've been through. So I don't need no proof, right? It's basically it's just pure experience, right? So I cannot tell y'all how I stopped, but what I became aware of it when I started to know that it was mostly an emotional thing that I couldn't encourage enough for my friends to deal with. Like, I couldn't encourage them enough to deal with their own emotional and mental health, because I was with them doing the same thing they were doing, and it wasn't really registering how deep of a pain that they were going through. Me not knowing the position that I play versus now I know now, and I can actually sharpen an encouragement, or encourage others to be, because I've been doing it and I witnessed it, and I wouldn't register. I wouldn't recommend anybody to call themselves trying to be a superhero to people if you're not sure what they're dealing with, okay? Because some things are more deeper than on the surface. So if you got friends out there, my only advice to those who got friends out there who dealing with stuff and you're hanging around with them a lot, just sit quietly and see. Because you may not be going through it, but they could be going through something. And you're just having a good time, not paying attention. Read the room. That was my what it was, my lack of knowledge. Now, my friends, we aren't as close as we would have been if we could have just assessed our problems right then and there. But sometimes that's just God's way of saying that our particular paths cross for just that moment. But partying did play a part in our relationship. So now it ended. And I choose that to better myself, or whatever that means, or whatever journey and door that I open. Me ending the party was worth it. Alright, homies, this was another good one. I really liked it. I don't know, y'all let me know if y'all like the music on the background. Y'all can hear me clearly. I'm gonna double check this out and everything, but I want to hear y'all take on it. Do y'all like the jazz music? Is it common? Is it working out for you? What do y'all like? I like R&B. I'm a hip hop girl too, but then I like my R&B, my jazz, and a little bit of pop, a little bit of oldies, old school. So I don't know. I don't know. Y'all just talk to me though, and let me know in the comments. I'm putting more energy into my projects that I already got fulfilled, y'all. So that's why y'all really barely gonna see me online. I'm just gonna be here and then just dropping my laundry loads of the weekend. I'm heading out. I will engage with more of Sunny Long Head, Dread alongside of the line. But this is we approaching the end of this beautiful year, beautiful, challenging, beautiful learning year, and getting more into the decade and stuff like that, and just really, getting used to it along the way, because every day is a new day, and every season is a new season. There's just new things in this season. So I just want y'all to know, as I prepare to leave my area for the day, I want y'all to have a good rest of the week. I want y'all to stay prayed up, stay committed into your own journey. Don't worry about your outside world. I can't tell y'all what y'all want to do with your own time, but I say if it does feel good. It does feel good to be amongst yourself. But once again, homies, with love, peace, peace, and love.